Right. Finally gonna watch this RHULK video. I've been dying to watch this backstory video. Still haven't done it. While I'm eating this, we're gonna watch it right now. I've been dying to watch this video, man. Haven't been able to see not whole RHULK. Know what I'm saying? Never got to actually find out who the hell or what this was all about, really. So, and we're gonna check it out, man. See what this guy is really all about. All right, here we go.
To the witness from the vow of the disciples villains we've come across in Destiny. First, he's a part of a new alien race, so that's always cool compared to what we've had over the years. And second, he's done some pretty crazy things, like slaughtering an entire race from the shadows, turning them against one another, or swimming into Fundament and ripping out a bone from the Leviathan's
That's
rib
crazy.
cage.
He actually ripped that shit
Today
out.
we are going to dive deeper into the backstory behind RHULK and why he's one of Destiny's coolest villains to date. We'll get into things like his homeworld and his relationship with Savathun, and some of this has already been discussed.
Oh shit.
And his homeworld was called Lubrae. Lubrae went through its own collapse much like Earth did, and after the Traveler left Lubrae, it would continue to get bombarded by asteroids and pieces of its own moon.
Be pretty cool if we get to visit his homeworld, huh?
Split by a shimmering orb that appeared briefly in our sky, as if having two suns isn't already crowded enough. What of this shimmering orb? It was before my time. It came, we evolved, it left us with a mess. Those
Traveler?
who believed in good progress, those who didn't. So from this card we can see that it appears the Traveler visited the homeworld of RHULK, and his people were kind of at like a civil war against each other. Some had different ideals, some lived in the cities, some lived in the wilds, and after the Traveler left they had their own collapse where things began to die, and one of their sons was destroyed. Just before RHULK could die though, the witness would arrive to Lubrae to take RHULK in as one of his disciples, possibly the first. In the end, RHULK is responsible for blowing up one of their sons and is the reason most of their species got destroyed.
That's crazy.
No one escapes my wrath, not even the little ones, not even civilians. The Sephiric sun implode. They've turned against me.
This man slaughtered his own people, and then a whole race he actually slaughtered, not just a couple people.
But your luster,
Itachi Uchiha Destiny, I mean, technically, yeah.
Apart.
But I mean,
One
that's
Lubrae
fucking crazy,
remains.
Man. He slaughtered all his people. I mean, so did Oryx,
what
pretty
have
much.
I done?
But I mean, holy shit. Yeah, Oryx did too, right? He slaughtered. Didn't he slaughter all his people?
So throughout the whole Shattered Sun lore books, RHULK is having this flashback of Lubrae and his people and speaking about it to the witness.
Lubrae died.
One day, the witness would arrive on Lubrae to take
the Lubrae died. Guardian down.
RHULK in as one of his disciples, possibly the first.
This man RHULK is a fucking maniac.
In the end, the entire Oslid race was killed thanks to RHULK. So first he had his species basically killed on their homeworld, and now he hid in the shadows and did the same thing here with this race.
Wow, so not only did he got rid of two races by himself. What the fuck?
Champion
That's crazy,
he
man.
was following, and Leviathan gave RHULK the same speech it would give to the sisters, to not go any deeper, that an ancient evil lurks below, and that he should turn back. So what did RHULK do? Well, he tore out a bone from its rib cage and used the thing as a weapon in the future, essentially.
As this fucking Leviathan was giving him a talk, that man said, alright, you don't want to give me shit? I'm gonna rip by your rib cage, bro. That's wild, man. He's actually he's a savage, man. I didn't think he was like this. I mean, damn, he don't care. That man do what he wants.
Children would follow the witness's commands and that of the deep.
So you're telling me that the worm gods are not strong enough to fight against the witness and they just followed him because of his strength? That man really must be fucking strong if he can't take a whole family of worm gods.
To watch over this hive creation, and particularly Savathun.
That's crazy, bro.
RHULK's pyramid ship houses that worm god Zeta, who is hooked up to a super weapon called the Upended, allowing RHULK to continuously create worm larvae for Savathun's armies. One day though, Savathun would begin to change her ideals and turn towards that of the light. She didn't want to feed that worm anymore, feed into the darkness and RHULK and the witness's plan, so she wanted to change things up.
The worm gods are just pets with powers, they just hungry? What do you mean pets? So you're saying they can't, like, they just do their own shit and they just follow people? That's crazy.
So the darkness and even Savathun's followers were not happy with what she was doing. Not long after this, about a year later in Season of the Lost and Not Witch Queen, Savathun would return with the light, converting this dark throne world into places of light and worshipping the traveler instead of the witness. She had enough of this evil being's ways,
Wow.
and so
How
she would
interesting.
trap RHULK here, cursing him until we would enter the raid.
That's crazy, man. Crazy turn of events, huh? Worm gods are nothing without a power source. You can't feed the worms if there's nothing to kill. Oh, really? Okay. Dude, this lore is so interesting. Like, I'm so interested to find out. I'm really hoping they do an anime on all this shit, man. Because, dude, that anime could be like 20 years long.
In terms of mechanics, RHULK is quite unique. Most raid bosses in Destiny are stationary or move around a little bit from side to side, but RHULK straight up charges across his play space,
True.
kicks you in the face, and uses his giant glaive to damage your fire team. Even the personality of this dude, he has all the power in the world it would seem and is so arrogant about it, just walking around like he's better than you and your god-killing friends. We are unsure if he's truly dead, most likely isn't given we've seen Taniks a million times, but RHULK was a nice change.
So I do have a question because I've seen a lot of people in the TikTok's comments tell me that in the lore, he's actually sleeping and he's not actually dead. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know. Dude, an animation for Destiny would be sick. Oh my god, an animated version of this would be insane. Could you imagine the fight scenes between RHULK and like Guardians and shit? I mean, that shit would, or him just like killing his whole race. Like, that shit would be crazy to see that live. Like, it's crazy.
In my opinion, to the normal gods we're used to slaying like Oryx. So in summary, RHULK destroyed his own people and joined the Witness. He then stalked a race and killed them in the shadows for 14 years, causing a nuclear war among themselves. He dove into the oceans of Fundament and ripped out the rib bone from the Leviathan creature who's a disciple of the Traveler, and then converted the worms to the darkness. After that, he would watch Savathun in her throne world and create a hive army with the worm god's worms, and then Savathun would trap him in the throne world, putting a curse on him. When she died, this curse got a little funky, and then we were sent in to take him out in the Vow of the Disciple raid. Anyway, Guardians, that's all I got
that's
for today's
wild,
video.
man.
Let me know in the comments down below what you think of RHULK and how he compares to other raid bosses we've had in the past. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. My name
What's this guy's name? Mr. Evade. Shout out to Mr. Evade, man. When I make my video on YouTube, I'll definitely include you in the title. This guy is a fucking, this guy's cool, man. I like this guy, Evade. He's got some cool content, bro. I gotta see more of his videos. But that was pretty cool, man. He actually explained it like really simplistic, which I like. And also knowing his backstory, bro, RHULK was actually a fucking G. My man didn't give a fuck. He literally killed his own race. He stalked the race for 14 years and had them had a mass war amongst themselves to kill each other. That's some like crazy psychotic shit.